Halftime here at C.H. Collins Stadium in Denton. Our score, Colleyville Heritage 17, Argyle 13 in the UIL 5A Division II Regional Semifinal. The winner moving on to the next round of the UIL football playoffs. Philip Kern alongside my broadcast partner Tim Smith as we get you ready for the third quarter of this great match between these two teams. And Tim, it's been about as close as we had predicted. Of course, we get to the regional semifinals and the subsequent rounds after that. And really the cream starts to rise to the top when you get to the third round on forward. And both these teams have shown that they have proven to be a very good case as to why they deserve to be here.
A great matchup so far. The difference in the game, in my eyes, is going to be that red zone defense from Colleyville, really stopping up the Eagles, forcing them into 2 field goals. I think that so far by the scoreboard is the difference in this game, but we've seen defense on both sides. We've seen good offense on both sides. Argyle really leaning on that screen game heavily, while Colleyville leaning on Ulrich to kind of do everything for them, whether it's run the ball, throw the ball, and he is throwing some dots down the field.
Yes.
So I look for a little bit more of a wide open second half, and it's all on the line for the next 28 minutes, 24 minutes. 24 minutes of playoff football left for both of these teams, at least for tonight, to move on into the next round, and that's exciting.
And just some standout performers here that we want to highlight before we start the third quarter of action here. McGuire Gisperson, 9 of 11 for 66 yards. And so he's been very, very efficient, but they have leaned more towards the run game at that point. Meanwhile, for Colleyville Heritage, Luke Ulrich, 7 of 11 for 121 yards passing and a touchdown. He's also got 79 yards on 10 carries and a touchdown on the ground, very much in line with what he has done all season long, coming into this one with well over 3,000 yards of total offense just by himself. So you have to think that that has been working so far for Colleyville Heritage, and they will definitely be leaning on him starting the second half because they will get the ball first to start the third quarter.
Yeah, you like to see that. No reason to go away from Ulrich. He is doing everything for this team right now. And then conversely for Argyle, they're running the ball with 3 different guys. We saw a heavy dose of number 3. It was Jake Kreckler the first quarter, but the second quarter, after he came out with a little bit of a hobble, we didn't see him on the final drive. So we'll see if he's back to start this game. But first up, we get to see Ulrich come out with this Colleyville offense and see how they adjust and what they talked about in the locker room. Argyle, what adjustments are they going to make? They've really got to maybe put some safeties back. They're bringing their safeties down to control that run game, but they're being susceptible to the long pass downfield.
Jackson Green will kick this one off from our left to our right from the 40-yard line. And it will be returned at the 25-yard line. It is bobbled there by Colleyville Heritage, and will only get 4 yards out of that. And that was Colton Roquemore. Actually, no, not Colton Roquemore. Ty Golden, who was there on the kick return. And a bit of a hold-your-breath moment there for Colleyville Heritage, as they only got 4 yards out of that. And you got to give credit to Ben Godfrey with the open field tackle on special teams.
Yeah, fortunate to still have possession of this football is Colleyville. Now we'll see 70 yards away from pay dirt, but they have been moving up and down this field. Of course, they've been stopped twice tonight on their first drive and then at one point in the second quarter, but otherwise they have been moving up and down.
Ulrich designed QB run to the right side, the first play of the third quarter, and he is chopped down at the 32-yard line. Hudson Emeterio, the senior linebacker, with a great tackle as he cuts the legs out from under him.
I mean, he took a smack. Argyle, rather, thought that they had the ball at the end of the play. They do not. But they were very successful with those quarterback runs in the first half, and it was really getting him out on the perimeter, getting the running back to create that lead block for you. That time stood up. Argyle certainly talked about that play at halftime.
2nd and 9 from the 31 after that 1-yard gain. 3 wide receivers out on this one for Colleyville Heritage. Bobbled snap, and there is a scrum for the ball. Argyle says they have it, and they do.
Now, Ulrich never really had possession of that football. It was a low snap. He tried to gain it. You look at it here, he tries to give it to his running back as he's bobbling it himself. A poor snap, a poor exchange. Argyle takes advantage right away and has a moment to seize this game here in the third quarter.
Jack Teller, the senior defensive end, comes up with the fumble recovery. We have our first turnover of the night, and Argyle gets the ball in plus field position at the Colleyville Heritage 27.
Such a clean first half, and then you come out and have a turnover right away in the second half.
Jespersen turns and gives it to his running back. He gets outside left tackle and lowers a shoulder, breaks a couple more tackles inside the 5-yard line and gets to the 3. What a play there by Lane Stewart, who takes the handoff. Wow.
His first carry, his first touch of the game, and he just busts right up the middle, number 6.
24-yard gain. Stewart is there in the backfield, takes the handoff right up the middle, and he is spun backwards. He does get a gain of 1 on that for forward progress. Evan Nayata, the junior defensive tackle, makes a key stop there.
Yeah, nowhere to go that time. Colleyville's defense has proven to be so good in this red zone area. And once again, stopping up the middle. And it's number 99, Evan Natia, who is just eating up the running backs in the middle.
2nd and goal. Jespersen on the keeper to the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Argyle Eagles. They take the lead, 19-17.
Well, nice little play design there. You get them all moving to the right, and the quarterback just takes the ball back out from the belly of the running back and gets himself up around the left side. And finally, we see Argyle really punching it in here in the red area. Jespersen with the little run, and now Argyle takes the lead. Oh, boy.
Anthony Ruvalcaba is out there for the point after. The snap is good. The kick is on the way, and it is good. And so Argyle cashes in on the turnover by Colleyville Heritage in their own side of the field, and it only takes them 3 plays on 27 yards. Argyle now leads 20-17.
And for the first time tonight, Colleyville is behind outside of that early field goal. Or no, they were up 7-0 at that point, so they haven't been behind on the scoreboard here tonight. Now it's don't press, Colleyville. Continue to do what you've been doing because you've been successful. Just get that snap up.
And we talked about this a little bit earlier about how clean that first half was. Only 3 combined penalties and no turnovers in that first half, which easily explains why it seemed to zip by as far as that first half goes. But now already a first big miscue that has come to the forefront here. And now let's see how Colleyville Heritage responds to try to shake off that turnover.
And all those penalties you mentioned kind of came at the same time, and so you had a little bit of a 3-bunch penalty moment. Certainly not a half littered with laundry.
Jackson Green ready to send this one off from the 40-yard line. Goes with a bit of a shorter kick this time. Blewett from the 21-yard line. He will take this up the near side and doesn't have a whole lot to work with. Gets to the 29-yard line before Bud Petter comes in for a tackle. So Bud Petter, not only a key contributor on defense, he is in on special teams as well.
Blewett gets blown up. I mean, just he maybe next time he puts up his hand and does the little fair catch, because that's not fun. You run for about 4 or 5 yards and then just get your head taken off at about the 30-yard line.
And so it's now 1st and 10 for Colleyville Heritage at their own 30-yard line. 10-13 left to go in the second quarter. Shaping up to be a good one here in Denton. They're going right up the middle with the run game, and that is Vailahi. Gets 4 yards on that carry, and it will be 2nd and 6.
Nice little run. Vailahi's done a really good job tonight, not only running in between the tackles, but he's done a great job on the edge blocking for those quarterback sweeps that we've seen here tonight as well.
So a 4-yard gain makes this 2nd and 6 from the 35. And that is Blewett on the carry. And he gets to the 37-yard line. Not a whole lot there.
No, again, you bunch up your receivers. You got them on the short side of the field. The hash mark's on the left here. You throw the screen to the left. Just not a lot of room for Blewett to work there after he makes the catch. And it's easy for Grapevine to bottle in from it. Grapevine. Gosh, there's 3 years of calling Grapevine games. But it's easy for Argyle to control where the receiver goes on the screen when they're on the short side of the field.
3-yard gain makes it 3rd and 3. Vailahi with the carry to the right side. He gets 1 yard and not much more. After that, as Emerterio comes in with a big tackle to set up 4th down.
And that's something strange. We haven't seen on 3rd down Ulrich really give up the ball. He's either running it himself or throwing the ball, and now he hands it off. They don't get the 1st down. Argyle coming out really as scripted for them, right? They get the turnover, score a touchdown. They get a stop, and now they're getting the ball back once again, and they'll be in favorable field position, or they should be.
And so Ulrich is going to punt this one away. Nathaniel Bruce back to return this one. He sets up at the 31-yard line. Ulrich to his right gets a nice punt away, and it sails out of bounds to the Colleyville Heritage sideline. And let's see where they mark it out of bounds here.
Oh, wow. And that went out of bounds way up at the 44-yard line, according to the referee. Well, now he stepped back a little bit further. Now they've gone back to the 40 is where they're going to mark the ball.
And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Argyle at the 40-yard line. As their offense retakes the field, now they have a chance to make this a 2-score game here and kind of give Colleyville Heritage a little taste of their own medicine. 3 wide receivers out in this formation. Lane Stewart is in the backfield there with Gasperson. They give it to Stewart. Kind of a stretch run to the left side, and he's going to get probably about 1 yard on that one.
And that's the second time that Gasperson has kind of taken that back shoulder, kind of moved to the left from the shotgun to hand the ball off on the opposite side. That tells me they're going to set up that little boot eventually where he's going to fake that handoff and boot out to the other side.
They give it to Stewart again on the stretch run. Gets to the 48-yard line. Dives forward to the 49. He will be about a yard short, but that's a nice 7-yard gain there for Lane Stewart.
Yeah, we talked about the host of running backs earlier for Argyle, and now we're seeing a new running back, Lane Stewart, coming out and getting some carries and really doing a lot with the ball here early on in his tenure of running the football.
3rd and 1. Gasperson in the shotgun. They turn and give it to Stewart. Has a lane. Gets to the 50. Has a first down. Gets to the 45-yard line before Williams and Hall combine on the tackle, but a 6-yard gain for the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, and they had a little bit of a miscommunication in the backfield, a little bit of a bobble there, but they're able to corral the ball, no problem, and get those big yards and another first down for Argyle.
Now 45-yard line of Colleyville Heritage, 1st and 10 for Argyle. Gasperson rolls to his left, goes towards the far sideline, and what a catch inside the 25-yard line. And how about Jackson Green, the sophomore receiver, with a big play?
Well, it is a great catch. And they show that they're going to run right. He boots left. That thinks that they're going to get the defense because he's got a corner route coming, but that corner on the backside makes a heck of a play, comes back and almost is able to make a play, but then you have the heck of a catch there at the end of it.
Gasperson hands off to Stewart and spun around back to the 25-yard line. That'll be a loss of 2 and a great tackle by Hevison.
Yeah, there he is again. Dex Hennison, who's just been all over the field for that Colleyville defense tonight.
2-yard loss on that play, and that sets up a 2nd and 12 for Argyle at the Colleyville Heritage 24. They are threatening. Going down the field to try to make this a 2-score game. 6:32 left in this 3rd quarter. Gasperson from the shotgun, fakes the handoff to Stewart, sets up in the pocket, evades Hevison, rolls to his right, and has Jackson Green. No, it's incomplete. He could not hold on to that one. Great coverage there by Bryson Burgess, who punches it out.
That's a shame. Now, it wasn't going to be a lot of yards, but just the playmaking itself by your quarterback, number 11, McGuire Gasperson. He's just doing it all with his legs behind center. He's not going to get tackled by the first guy. He makes a heck of a move, gets out of the pocket, and makes a really nice throw. And it's just dropped at the end.
3rd and 12 coming up here. Gasperson in the shotgun. Fakes to Stewart. It's a play action. They dump it off to Stewart. Big hit by Williams on the far side. And they're going to get him for no gain on that one. Sets up a 4th down and 12.
Well, he buries him into the turf and then helps him up. I mean, that's some good sportsmanship right there, especially in the playoffs. You bury the ball carrier and then you stick out your hand and help him up so you can bury him again on the next play, I guess.
Clock continues to run. Argyle offense does stay on the field. 5:51 left in this 3rd quarter. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Gasperson takes the snap, rolls to his right, steps up in the pocket, spun around. He loses the football. And either way, and they do come up with it, it's Hevison who comes up with a fumble recovery. It was a 4th down either way, but Colleyville Heritage gets a win on defense.
Good on good. The offensive star versus the defensive star, and that time the defensive star comes away with the victory. And now Colleyville, the momentum meter has went over to their side just a little bit. They have an opportunity with 5:39 in the 3rd quarter to seize back control of this football game.
Well, a turnover apiece here in this third quarter. We didn't see a whole lot of that back in the first half. Here is Ulrich from shotgun over the middle. Diving catch there by Hayden Golden. Coming up with another big play, and that's a Colleyville Heritage first down.
Well, the big-time players are making big-time plays in this big-time game tonight. It's the guys you expect to make those plays, and what a catch over the middle. All hands as he just reaches out with his fingertips to grab that ball.
Hayden Golden has made a couple of big plays tonight for Colleyville Heritage as they look to retake the lead here. First and 10 from the 45. Vailahi to the 50. He is into Argyle territory, and look at Vailahi push that pile and gets a grown man run for 12 yards. First down, Colleyville Heritage.
Not only is he able to block and get pancakes while blocking, but he's dragging defenders for 4 or 5 yards on that run. And now here comes Colleyville with all the momentum. They have a diamond look up at the top now.
First and 10 from the 43. Empty backfield here for Ulrich. 4 wide receivers to his right. They got Blewett by himself to the left. Pump fakes to the right. They set up Blewett for the screen at the 40. Goes inside the hashes to the 30. Has a first down, and that's going to move those chains once again for Colleyville Heritage.
Wow, so this is what you do, right? You're going to show diamond. We're going to get all 4 receivers over to the right, but I'm going to have my star Blewett over here to the left by himself. He's going to get a lot of room because it's one-on-one, and then I'm just going to throw him a little 5-yard hitch route and let him do the rest.
16-yard gain there for Blewett. First and 10 now for Colleyville Heritage, going back to a 4 wide receiver look. Vailahi in the backfield. Low snap. They give it to Vailahi. Goes up the middle and pushes his way forward for about a 1-yard gain after all that.
Yeah, that's one of the least amount of yards gained by them, Colleyville, on a run tonight. They've been about 3-4 yards a carry in a cloud of dust. Not that time. Argyle stepping up, and now their red zone defense is going to have to step up and make a play. Wow, this is exciting. This is what it's all about in the playoffs.
1-yard gain, actually a 2-yard gain rather, on that run by Vailahi. Second and 8 from the 25. Ulrich fakes the handoff, goes to the near side. Blewett tiptoes on the near sideline, makes the catch at the 7, and that's another big first down for Colleyville Heritage.
What a throw for the righty Ulrich as he play action right, goes out to his left, goes hips flipped, which you have to do to make an accurate throw, and right there on the sideline, he drops a dime to Blewett.
First and goal now from the 6 after that 19-yard completion to Blewett on the near sideline. Ball is on the left hash as Colleyville Heritage looks to retake the lead here.
Wow, going under center. We haven't seen this here tonight.
We sure have not. Takes the snap under center. The pitch to Golden. Has a lane, and he will take this one to the house for a Colleyville Heritage touchdown.
Luke Graves, number 17, the wide receiver. He's the one that makes that kick-out block. Wow, under center, toss right, old school football. You make a lane here and a lane here, and you get right up in there, as the great Vince Lombardi would say. Touchdown Colleyville. This is, wow, we're getting all we want out of this game.
Point after coming up for Zuckert. It's on the way, and it is good. 3:43 left to go in this third quarter. Colleyville Heritage back in front, 24-20. You're watching the UIL on the NFHS Network.
Homeowners, have you ever considered owning your own power by going solar? Then contact Diller Olson with Finity Solar USA, a locally owned and operated company who has helped thousands of homeowners become their own power company by going solar. Call 469-868-4164. That's 469-868-4164 and get your exclusive discount and a free solar savings report. Infinity Solar USA.
How about a 6-play, 72-yard drive for Colleyville Heritage? Only takes about 2 minutes off the clock, so there's still plenty of football left. But after coming up with that fumble recovery on 4th down, Colleyville Heritage now cashes in on that turnover.
I feel like this third quarter is taking as long as the entire first half, the way this is going. But so far, this is great football. You make your adjustments at halftime. You come out, you're fighting back and forth. 2 heavyweights going at it here. Knowing what's at stake, that 4th round, right? You're so close to the end. It's going to get really tense here for the last 15 minutes or so.
And it wouldn't be playoff football without that second half intensity, that's for sure. Zuckert on the approach, sends this one away. Line drives this kick. And Bruce will bring it up from the 3-yard line. Goes right up the middle. He has a lane. Look out! Nathaniel Bruce is in the clear. He only has Zucker to beat. And he will bring him down inside the 20-yard line. Nathaniel Bruce making some special teams magic happen for Argyle.
Boy, if I said it once tonight, I've said it 4 or 5 times. Stop kicking the ball to number 8. Every time you do, this is what he's going to do with the football. He gets a great block. They ran a little twist block up front on the front line there because you can't wedge block anymore. And he gets a nice kick out, gets that lane right up the middle, off to the races, but you let the kicker catch you. And I tell you what, you win this game, you're going to get made fun of just a little bit in the film room. You never let the kicker catch you. But great job on the return. Great job by the entire return team.
And here comes the Argyle offense back out there. Gasperson hands to Lane Stewart, who goes right up the middle, and he's going to get a couple of yards after all that, but Colleyville Heritage closed those holes very quickly. 2-yard gain for Stewart.
Interesting that Stewart is the only running back we have seen here in the second half so far.
And he's normally listed as one of their receivers.
Yeah.
2-yard gain makes it 2nd and 8. Play action to the left side, go for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended for Will Hodson, the senior receiver. And got a credit on the coverage there to Hayden West, the sophomore corner.
Yeah, that's such a good throw by Hayden West, able to be in the right position. He obviously knew when the ball was coming. He didn't interfere. That is a great defensive play. You're one-on-one out there as an island, and that is a very good throw.
3rd and 8 here from the Colleyville Heritage 18-yard line. 3:03 left to go here in this third quarter. And they're emptying out Preston Slayton out of the backfield. So empty backfield here coming up here for Argyle. 3 wide receivers to Gasperson's left. Takes a snap from shotgun. Looks to his left. Gets a screen pass up for Stewart. Streak of lightning down the far sideline. Gets to the 5-yard line before he is brought out of bounds. And Stewart in space. He is one scary dude.
Yeah, nice blocking by both receivers out there, number 19 and number 5. They both get a piece of somebody and allow Stewart to just catch the ball. In that first step, he was at full speed on his first step, and that's very hard to do.
1st and goal now from the 5-yard line. 2:46 and counting in this third quarter as Argyle looks to retake the lead. Gasperson with the snap, gives it to Slayton, makes a cut, goes inside, pushes the pile, and he's going to be a yard short after that. So a 4-yard gain instead of 2nd and goal from the 1.
So there's another running back getting the ball, and that's Slayton Preston that time, or Preston Slayton rather.
Gasperson under center, goes up the middle, tries to burrow his way through, and Argyle signaling touchdown, but the officials say no, as Gasperson is about a half a yard short.
Was that just a normal quarterback sneak, or was that their version of a tush push? I couldn't quite tell.
It looked like a quarterback sneak.
Okay. I don't think you can do a quarterback sneak anymore if someone's not going to push you from behind.
Chase Bagley has now come into the game here for Argyle. Final 2 minutes of this third quarter as they look to retake the lead over Colleyville Heritage. 3rd and goal from the 1. Gasperson in the shotgun. Takes the snap, gives to Bagley. Up the middle to the left side, and he will tumble in for an Argyle touchdown. They are now back in front. 26-24.
That's a heck of a drive. We haven't seen Bagley since the end of the second quarter, and he comes in and gets that quick pounding. And guess who pushed him from behind? It was the quarterback, Gus Fearson, who just got in behind him and gave him that little extra shove to get into the end zone. Woo! 1:42 left in this one. We could have a 3-point game going into the fourth quarter.
Ruvalcaba out here for the extra point to make this a 3-point game. The snap is good. The kick is on the way. And he boots that one through the uprights. 1:42 left to go in the third. Argyle now back in front, 27-24. You're watching the UIL on the NFHS Network.
Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reducing those cold and hot pockets, making it more comfortable throughout and saving you up to 40% on your energy bill. Schedule your free Energy Attic audit online at energyattic.com. That's Energy Attic, solutions to transform your life.
Argyle responds with a 6-play, 20-yard drive, primarily set up by that Nathaniel Bruce kick return that was an absolutely huge sequence of events there. And I have to tell you, Argyle special teams has really been a bit of a difference here so far, because not only on kick coverage and on the return game, it's setting up some very nice drives here for the Argyle Eagles.
And let's not forget the 2 field goals that were kicked. 2 for 2 on field goals tonight.
Yes.
1 for 1 on extra, or 2 for 2 on extra points. So special teams hitting on all cylinders for the Argyle Eagles here this evening.
Jackson Green ready to set this one away from the 40-yard line. Short run up to the ball. It's going to be a fair catch, Wade, by Colleyville Heritage, and that's Ty Golden, who I think learned his lesson from last time, as he waves his arm for the fair catch, and Colleyville Heritage will take over from their own 27.
Yeah, there's just no reason to return a ball 3 to 4 yards and take that sort of punishment. So it's easier just to put your hand up in the air, and they get the ball right here at the 27. So the way this offense has performed tonight, I don't think it matters where they start.
And so now Colleyville Heritage will try to retake the lead here as they begin this drive. 1:42 left in the third. Ulrich with the snap. Vailahi to the left side, and he tumbles his way forward to the 31 for a gain of 4. Max Bland, the sophomore linebacker, sticks his helmet in there for the tackle.
That's some tough running, and that's how you want to start a drive like this. You want to be positive on first down at all times. But when you're going into the fourth quarter here, down by 3, you definitely want to start off hot, and that's exactly what they just did.
Trips to the right here for Ulrich. 2nd and 6 coming up from their own 31. Design QB run by Ulrich. Tries to get a block to the right side. Escapes Bland to the right side. Lowers the shoulder and goes out of bounds and gives a rude welcome to Malik Bracey. And Ulrich, oh goodness, I mean, he dropped the paint on that one.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job, did Argyle. They strung this play out like you're supposed to. You see the linebacker 32, he's up there in the play, but no, Ulrich still able to get the corner and then lowers the boom on the corner. That's who you're looking for to hit, by the way. He might not be doing that to the big linebackers in the middle, but he's going to look for that corner and give them a little business.
Trips to the left here. Ulrich, QB run up the middle, gets to the 40 and to the 41-yard line. That will be a first down for Colleyville Heritage. It's a gain of 6.
Ulrich just doing it all. Reminds me of the movie Johnny Be Good, if you remember that from the 80s. Johnny, the quarterback, he kind of does everything for his team in the Texas state playoffs, and that's what Ulrich is doing out here right now. He's the running back. He's throwing the ball. He's punting the ball when he needs to. Surprised he's not playing defense.
1st and 10 for Colleyville Heritage at the 41. Ulrich on this drop back. We have a flag that comes in to the Colleyville Heritage backfield. This looks to be in the area of a false start. Let's listen in.
False start on the offense.
You're a future teller is what you are.
Trying to exhibit a little clairvoyance there. So 5 yards in reverse here for Colleyville Heritage. 39 seconds left in this third quarter as they trail 27-24 to Argyle. It's now a 1st and 15 from their own 36. 4 wide receivers out here for Colleyville Heritage. Argyle doesn't look to be bringing a blitz. They go with a 4-man front. Go to the left side. It's incomplete.
It looked to me like that got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Because he had a man streaking down the middle. He's very relaxed with the throw. I think that ball got tipped up by a D lineman.
Did not go very far there. Clock stops with 28 seconds left in this third quarter. So 2nd and 15 coming up here from their own 36. Got 3 wide receivers to the left here for Ulrich. And let's see if Argyle decides to bring some pressure here. They got some people coming off the edges. Here they come. Ulrich steps up and spins away. Does not escape the pressure. That is a sack for Argyle. And on the jig there for a celebration is senior defensive end Logan Gregory.
And that is a big-time play by this Argyle defense, because what we haven't seen Colleyville be able to do is come from behind the chains, right? Every time they've gotten them behind the chains, they've been able to force the punt. Here they are now in 3rd and 18. I don't know if there's too many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 18. So Argyle now, their defense, they can feel it. We're going to the final quarter up by 3. And if all goes right, they're about to get the ball back again.
Fourth quarter here on the NFHS Network. It's already been a good one here tonight from Denton. Argyle leads 27-24 over Colleyville Heritage. You're watching the UIL on the NFHS Network.
The next time you need any roof work done, call Greenleaf Roofing at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf.com. greenleaf-roofing.com. That's Greenleaf Roofing, DFW's preferred roofing company and the official roofing company of Champion Sports Radio. I think I have a new career. I'm going to do voiceover commercials.
You got the potential there.
You can reach me at timsmith.com. I just made that up.
3 quarters in the books, and boy, this game has been all we could have ever wanted and then some. It's been tightly contested right from the opening whistle. No team has really led by more than 11 at any point, and so this has really been back and forth. And then, of course, this third quarter has introduced the turnover element, 1 turnover on each side. Both sides have capitalized on it, and so really it's going to come down to who gets that key defensive stop at the end.
Yeah, and we wondered which defense was going to step up. I would argue
right.
both defenses have stepped up. When you look at what these two offenses have been doing throughout the playoffs, this has been a terrific job by both defenses when needed.
3rd and 18. Ulrich from the shotgun. Heaves this one to the far side. It's a catch by Blewett. Tries to dive forward. I think he may be a yard short.
Wow.
At the 50-yard line, so 17-yard gain. Not quite enough for the first down.
You know, I mean, I don't know if you can do it much better than that. Blewett somehow is in one-on-one coverage. That's the guy they're going to go to. You know that. He's in one-on-one coverage, and he almost gets the first down by dragging a defender for 4 yards. Huge play right now here at midfield.
4th and 1 from midfield. Ulrich in the shotgun. Takes it himself to the left side. Has a first down. Oh, and a big hit right there at the end at the 42-yard line.
Well, Ulrich pops up,
man.
although a little slowly. He looks a little unsettled, is what we'll say. That was a huge pop that he took at the end.
Nathaniel Bruce lowering the shoulder there and brings the lumber on that big hit. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ulrich has to clear the cobwebs out for just a moment there. But it is 1st and 10 from the Argyle 42. Colleyville Heritage looking to retake the lead here. Ulrich, the snap, Vailahi, a stretch run. He gets inside the 40-yard line and to the 37, and that's going to be a 5-yard gain all told.
This is much more comfortable for Colleyville here when they're above the chains or ahead of the chains, and now you get that easy 5 yards right on first down. Now you're 2nd and 5, exactly where you want to be. The entire playbook is open.
2nd and 5 here. 2 wide receivers on each side for Ulrich as they're at the Argyle 37. Ulrich takes the snap, steps up, pump fakes over the middle. What a turning! Oh, and a big catch almost brought in by Golden. But oh my goodness, Luke Lane, the junior corner. Make sure to tell him that's my territory.
I mean, these are playoff hits. You don't see this too much during the regular season, but you pump fake. He throws it behind his receiver a little bit. Unfortunate that turns the receiver around and allows the big hit to come in from the backside. Wow, we're seeing some lumber being laid here tonight.
3rd and 5 from the Argyle 37-yard line. Clock stopped with 10:29 left to go in the 4th. Ulrich takes the snap, design QB run to the left side, to the 35, the 30, has a first down. The flag comes in, however, might be in the area of a hold.
Yeah,
and
you can see the Colleyville players going, well, I put my hands up. I'm sure I didn't hold anybody, but you certainly did, and that's going to come all the way back.
Holding on the offense, number 24.
Wow.
Spot of the foul. Replay 3rd down.
Nicholas Wancombe, the junior halfback, is the guilty party on that hold. Wipes out that first down run by Luke Ulrich.
And he was the one putting his hands up saying, no, I didn't do it. Maybe he did. But the referee sure thought he did, and now this is where they don't want to be. They've already completed one of these 3rd and long plays here on this particular drive. So you say they don't want to be here. It didn't give them any issues earlier.
3rd and 11 from the 43. Trips to the right for Ulrich.
One-on-one with Blewett up top.
Goes to the right side. Tries to go for Golden. It's incomplete.
Little surprised he had Blewett one-on-one at the top, and he doesn't go that way. Instead, he decides to go to the middle, doesn't throw a particularly good throw. And you could tell, too, his receiver there just not feeling great.
Golden tried to go mid-air for that one, and Devin Owen there on the coverage on defense. As you can see the replay there, great coverage by Owen.
Now they're going to go for this.
They are. 4th and 11 from the Argyle 43. The Argyle fans making noise. 4 wide receivers in this formation. Ulrich in the
Wow.
shotgun. Vailahi, he's right there with him. Picks up the blitz. Goes towards the far sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. No flags on the field intended for Blewett. Luke Lane there on the coverage, and Argyle gets a big fourth down stop.
They keep going that way. They keep wanting to go after number 9, Luke Lane, but Luke Lane is having none of it. He's laid some big hits out here tonight. He just takes their best receiver one-on-one and makes sure it's an incomplete. Now, there was a little bit of incidental contact, it looked like, there at the end of that play, but great job. Way to step up. Argyle, I mean, if they're going to attack you, you have to step up and make plays, and that's what Argyle's doing.
And so now Argyle takes over at their own 43-yard line. 9:57 left in the fourth. They give to Stewart. Has a lane to the right side. He's into Colleyville Heritage territory, out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 16-yard gain, and Stewart gets the first down.
Well, Stewart has been a shot in the arm since halftime, since they came out, and he's been primarily running the football. They had a couple of decent runs earlier in the game, but Stewart here in the second half has really taken it upon his shoulders to get some of those big runs.
Gus Person with the snap. Sets up in the pocket. Has a man downfield. That's Sheshiak. And he cannot make the catch. It is incomplete. West was there on the coverage, and Sheshiak nearly had a great highlight reel play.
You know, not mad at the throw. It's a good throw, one-on-one. It was a heck of an adjustment, but just couldn't bring the ball in because of good corner play as well. That was good on good once again, and that time Colleyville coming out with the advantage. Wow, and another big run right up the middle there to bring up a third and short. And that's going to be Stewart again.
That is going to be Stewart. That's a 6-yard gain. And it's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Colleyville Heritage 35. Gus Person in the shotgun. We have a flag coming in.
False start.
Wow.
75-yard penalty remains third down.
And now
So-
3rd and long for Argyle.
Third
Again,
and
not where
4.
they want to be.
3rd and 4 becomes 3rd and 9. The Argyle fans are voicing their displeasure with that call. But there definitely was movement there, so they go all the way back to the 40. And it will be a 3rd and 9 coming up here. You
Well,
have to
this-
think for Argyle, this is 4-down territory.
This place is packed. I mean, I was just thinking this is like an Argyle home game, but look across the way, and Colleyville's, particularly the middle, is packed as well.
Stewart to the right side and gets to the 39-yard line, so a gain of 1 after all that. So 4th down and 8 coming up, and out comes the punt team for Argyle.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that you're 3rd and 10 and you're going to try to run a little off-tackle zone play. I like you to at least attempt to try to get the first down on that. I mean, I know you have the lead, but the lead is slight. And Colleyville has shown no problem moving the ball. So not a big fan of that play call, but
Nathaniel Bruce takes the snap. He will punt this one to his left side. It's going to take a nice Argyle bounce. What a play there by Jackson Green to stop it from bouncing any further. This will land inside the 20-yard line. And Colleyville Heritage has to start at their own 6.
special teams for Argyle being the difference here tonight so far. We talked about that just a little bit ago, and another great special teams play to pin them down deep inside their own 10-yard line. Colleyville, last time they were down here, they were not able to move the ball out of this part of the field. So we're going to see here if Argyle can do that once again and keep them pinned up here and get the ball back.
8:32 left to go in this fourth quarter as Colleyville Heritage trails by 3, 27-24. Ulrich sets up. He's in his own end zone. Over the middle. Golden with and he could not hold on to it. Right over the middle, and Luke Lane once again lowering the shoulder and knocking that one out.
Luke Lane, and he is making play after play after play. He's a big kid down there. He's a big corner, and he makes another big play to jar that ball loose because that was completed, but he separates man from ball, and that's what you have to do.
And I'll tell you what, Hayden Golden is looking a little woozy right there. He has to go to the sideline. He's taking a couple of big hits from Luke Lane tonight. 2nd and 10 from the 6. 3 wide receivers to Ulrich's left. Low snap, but he corrals it. Looks to his left. As a man, that's Blewett, makes the turn, and he's to the 24-yard line. Big first down there for Colleyville Heritage.
Now Argyle settles into his own there, and Blewett, such a good job. He's such a big target. He just finds the opening in the zone on the curl route there. Easy pitch and catch for Ulrich and Blewett.
19-yard gain on that completion. Gives Colleyville Heritage a little bit of breathing room. Coming up on 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ulrich with the snap. Vailahi up the middle and spun around and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Brendan Hickman, the senior nose tackle, with a nice play.
Hickman having none of it. He put him in a bear hug and just wrestles him to the ground. One of the least amount of yards we've seen on a run for Colleyville tonight. They've been averaging about 3 to 4 yards. I think we said that on the last drive as well. So this defensive line for Argyle starting to step up a little bit.
2nd and 10 from their own 25. Ulrich with the snap, looks to his right, nothing there, rolls out to his right, keeps his eyes downfield, and it's a catch made at the 34-yard line. No, incomplete.
No.
They're saying he did not have control of that one. Kai Pruitt, the senior receiver, trying to say his case, but they say he did not maintain control. Let's look at the replay.
Well, the hat comes in, which means that the receiver stepped out of bounds and then came back in, which means he was out of bounds on his own volition, comes back in to try to make the catch. He does actually make the catch, but you can't be the first guy to touch the ball after you've been out of bounds. That's why the hat came out from the line judge.
3rd and 10 for Colleyville Heritage at their own 25. 7:25 left in this fourth quarter. Ulrich takes the snap, looks to his right, goes over the middle. Pruitt cannot hold on to it. It's incomplete. Nathaniel Bruce with another big hit over the middle.
And that's the second time we've seen Nathaniel Bruce, folks. He's not just a return man. He will lay the lumber, and he does it there. I mean, Ulrich is delivering the football down the field. You can't do much more than what he's doing, but there are some big hits being laid on these receivers, separating the ball from them, and now Ulrich is going to have to kick this ball away with 7 minutes left, a chance for Argyle to really seize control here.
And now Ulrich will punt this one away. He is set up at the 14-yard line. Nathaniel Bruce back at the 48 to return this one for Argyle. Ulrich with a punt. He gets a nice punt away here. Makes Bruce retreat. This is going to take a friendly Colleyville Heritage bounce. It will settle at the 26-yard line. And great flip of field position here with 7:09 left to go in this fourth quarter. You're watching the UIL on the NFHS Network.
Whirly Ball with 2 locations to serve you, Plano and Hearst. Life is more fun when you are zipping around in a whirly bug. And they have the most affordable laser tag in town. Leagues are forming right now, so visit them at whirlyballtexas.com. You ever play whirly ball? I never have.
I have played once. It's very fun.
Sounds fun.
It is. 1st and 10 from the 26. They give to Stewart. And he gets maybe 1 yard on that one. He didn't get very far.
No, not at all.
No, it looks like we have an injured Colleyville Heritage player. And he gets helped up. That's good news, especially because that was Dax Hebison, the sophomore linebacker who's made a ton of big plays tonight for Colleyville Heritage.
This has been an extremely physical game. I'll tell you what, this is a game that all these players are going to need to find themselves an ice bath tomorrow. Oh, he's going to go down now. He's going to come out of the game.
Okay. Tried to get himself up. He was helped up by one of his teammates a bit earlier. He was not able to stay up, so he's going to have to go to the sideline. You can tell he does not want to miss any time as he gets a round of applause from both schools' fan bases, which is great to see. But, oh, goodness, a defense without Dax Hebison, that's going to be a bit of a problem there for Colleyville Heritage.
That kid has a bright future, just a sophomore, 2 more years, and he's only going to get better.
1 yard gain, sets up 2nd and 9, gets person, turns and gives to Stewart, has a lane to the 30, has some space to the 40, slips a tackle, has a block, gets into Colleyville Heritage territory to the 44-yard line. What a play there by Lane Stewart.
Starts on the right side, he goes left, he makes a couple cutbacks, and he ends up back on the right side. He almost broke that.
29-yard gain. Argyle right back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for the 44. They go to Stewart once again. And there is Hebison, who is back in the game. Good to see him there. And he gets a TFL. It's a tackle for loss of 1 yard.
I'm surprised they moved that fast. I guess coming off a big play, they wanted to see could they get another kind of play right after that. But they moved a little bit quicker than they have most of the game. I'd kind of like to see them snap the ball with under 5 seconds here on the play clock. Get as much of this time off the clock as you can.
It's actually no gain on that play there for Stewart. 2nd and 10. Play action. Jespersen, a leaping catch there by Sheshiak. Makes a turn to the 25-yard line. Stays in bounds, and he is in. Touchdown, Argyle Eagles. That is a big touchdown they needed with 5:49 left to go in regulation.
Well, how about Krasiak to not only make the catch, he's made a couple of those catches underneath the defense, but that's what you've been waiting for. He's been single covered. Can he make the catch and make the move? And that's what he does. The tiptoe down the sidelines, he would have made Barishinov happy there. Unbelievable balance as he's tiptoeing down that sideline. Maybe he's a dancer, I assume.
Ruvalcaba out there for the extra point. The kick is on the way, and it is good, and that is a big, big touchdown there for Argyle. They now find themselves up by 10, 34-24, 5:49 left in the fourth quarter. You're watching the UIL on the NFHS Network.
Living for Zachary. Sudden cardiac arrest doesn't wait, so we can't either. Schedule your children's heart screening today. Apply for an AED for your organization or make a donation that could change your life forever. Join the movement at livingforzachary.org today.
4 plays, 74 yards down the field for the Argyle Eagles. And they are now up by 10, 34-24. They've led by as many as 3 at one point. They've never held a double-digit lead in this game tonight up until now. And this is one of the best times you want to hold it right now. But you got to see if the Argyle defense can make one more stop, because Colleyville Heritage still very dangerous. They can move the ball down the field very, very quickly.
They sure can, but I'll tell you, Argyle's defense has been fairly stout in this second half, and they've really controlled everything offensively and defensively. Colleyville, they're going to have to move a little quick. They're going to have to move a little quick and get these 2 scores back.
Jackson Green on the kickoff. Blew it on the return to the 25. Immediately met at the 33-yard line. And once again, Argyle special teams really playing a big role there. Justice Jones comes in with the tackle.
Now, Blewett had no intention of calling for the fair catch. He wanted to make a play, and I can't fault him for it. But here we go. Ulrich, who has been a warrior that last drive, really dropping dimes to his receivers and the ball getting dropped. So we're going to see what he's going to bring to the table here. But, you know, it's all going to come from Ulrich, whether it's on with his legs or with his arm.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 5:44 left in regulation. Ulrich takes a hit. He gets out of it and still stays on his feet. Gets to the 40 and slips another tackle. Gets into Argyle territory. He stays in bounds, makes a cut, and he's going to go down to the 32-yard line. What a play there by Luke Ulrich.
I just don't know what else this kid can do for his football team. He's sacked. I mean, he is dead to rights, but he gets out of the tackle, and then he just weaves his way down, showing great vision, speed, and strength to get all the way down inside that 35-yard line.
Now at the 33-yard line here, 35-yard gain on that one. They try to go up the middle with Vailahi, and nothing doing there as he is brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle there by Teller, the senior defensive end.
There just hasn't been much in between the tackles all night for Colleyville. This Heritage D-line has done their job up front. So, again, it's going to have – you just get the sense it's going to have to come from Ulrich, whether it's his arm or his legs. It's going to have to come from him.
Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11. Ulrich takes the snap from shotgun, looks to his right, and looking for Golden. It's incomplete. That one batted out of the air by Emerterio to set up 3rd down.
Fortunate that is not Argyle's football. The undercoverage got their hands up and were able to make a play there. He had his man downfield. He's got to put some more air on that ball.
4:44 left. This is definitely 4 down territory here for Colleyville Heritage as they try to keep their season alive for another week. 3 wide receivers to Ulrich's left. Let's see if Argyle decides to dial up some pressure. Ulrich takes the snap. It's a 4-man rush to the left side and looking for his receiver. It's incomplete. That was Hillard on a drag route, and now this is 4th down coming up.
Ooh, dangerous throw. They had a go route. They had a little kind of an out route, drag route from the other side, and then they had the bubble route. Well, one guy covered both the over route and the bubble route. Very, very dangerous throw there from Ulrich.
Argyle fans on their feet for this 4th down. 4:38 left to go in regulation. Ulrich is in the shotgun.
Could be the game here.
And a timeout called by the Argyle Eagles.
First timeout of the
First
half.
timeout either side has used in the second half. 4:38 left to go in this one as Argyle leads 34-24. And just to give you a little bit of an update on some numbers here, courtesy of the Dallas Morning News. Boy, I'll tell you what, Argyle may be up by 10, but the offensive stats to this point have been remarkably even. 369 for Colleyville Heritage, 388 for Argyle, which, given how prolific these two offenses were coming into tonight, we didn't expect anything less.
Yeah, that's about 100 yards less per team than what they had a week ago, but it's still pretty fantastic what they're doing considering these defenses are really playing well. And now what's Colleyville going to draw up? 4th and 10. Again, it's going to have to come from Ulrich. And then who's he looking for, right? He's probably looking for number 8 because he has looked for number 8 and found him throughout the game tonight. So if you're Argyle, are we putting a safety over there? Or are we looking to double?
Oof.
Are we looking to double number 8 and make sure he can't get the ball? But then you have Golden, number 5, who's down here in the Twins in the slot role.
And he's made a couple of big plays tonight for this
He sure
Colleyville
has.
Heritage team. 4th and 10. Argyle fans making noise. They got the milk gallons shaking right now. Ulrich, pump fake, looks for Golden, makes the catch and splits the tackles, gets to the end zone. Colleyville Heritage touchdown.
2 Argyle defenders ran into each other, both kids on the ground currently. I mean, that's just a heck of a throw. Ulrich has done it all night. He puts it on the money. And we said it was either going to number 8 up at the top or we're going to throw it to Golden there in the slot. That's what he does. 2 defenders again running into each other. Some friendly fire down there at about the 7-yard line.
And that is a big injury right there because it's not only Malik Bracey, the sophomore corner, it's sophomore safety Nate Nathaniel Bruce who's down there as well. And we know how big of an impact he's made on this game. And if Bruce has to miss any time here, especially with his impact on special teams, that could really change things here in this last 4.5 minutes.
It sure could. It sure could. So you had one-on-one at the top with Blewett, but they didn't want to go there. They wanted to go down to Golden in the slot. They've hit him a couple times on the ends and the slants. They get him on the big slant there again, the Argyle defenders, and I'm sure they're going to be okay. Yep, they're drinking some water there on the sideline. I think everything's going to be okay, particularly there for number 8
Zuckert,
for Bruce.
Zuckert, the extra point on the way is good. And once again, we have a 3-point game here with 4:32 left to go in this fourth quarter. Colleyville Heritage gets a big touchdown out of that drive.
Sure did. And now what are you going to do, Argyle? You have 4:32. Again, we didn't see it on the last drive, but let's not snap this ball until there's at least 5 seconds on the play clock, maybe even less. You want to take as much time off because we've seen Colleyville can score in a short amount of time. So there can be no mistake for error here. If you could hold the ball for 4 minutes and 32 seconds, that's probably ideal if you're Argyle.
And so 4.5 minutes left here on this one. And now for Argyle, I think you bring up a good point here. You definitely kind of want to bring out the 4-minute offense, so to speak, but you really have Colleyville Heritage on the ropes here because if you get a couple of first downs, you force them to use their timeouts towards the end of that fourth quarter. So really the first and second down of this possession here, once Argyle gets the kick return, unless Colleyville Heritage has something up their sleeve here, that's really going to tell a lot about how these last few minutes are going to go.
Sure is, and we'll see right away. Is he even out there? Number 8, I think he is. Are they going to kick it to him? Are you going to kick it to Bruce? Every time you kick it to Bruce, Bruce does something incredible.
He does.
He took a little shot there, but he had his water, right? And here he is. He's right here at the bottom of our screen, right about the 20-yard line. He's going to back up a little bit more. I'm not kicking to him. I'm sorry. I'm kicking it to the other side of the field.
Kickoff coming up for Colleyville Heritage, and they're going to boot this one to the far side. And, ooh, this one bounces into the end zone for a touchback by the slimmest of margins. That was Landon Dressel who kicked that one off, but oh boy, that was very close to being a very costly penalty.
Well, they did the right thing. They did not kick it to Bruce, and they kicked it the other way. You're right. They were a yard away from that ball traveling out of bounds early, but very luckily was Colleyville that ball went inside that pylon. And so here comes Argyle. They've been very prolific. We've talked about it, their offense all season. So it's Colleyville. We'll see if if Argyle can put this game away.
Handoff goes to Stewart, outside left tackle, showing some tough running there this time as he gets a 4-yard gain, brought down by Cole, the senior defensive end.
Outside of the red zone, that one carry, he's the only running back that we've seen here tonight in the second half.
Clock continues to run. It's going to be important for Argyle to stay in bounds if they want to force Colleyville Heritage to use some of those timeouts. It sets up a 2nd and 6 as we're coming up on 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And Argyle really taking their time with this play call here.
As Chris Berman would say, tick, 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 tick,
And
tick.
that's right. Tick, 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 tick. Hand off to Stewart. Does a bounce to the outside, and he's completely swarmed by the Colleyville Heritage defense. Nayata, who comes in with the tackle. No gain on that one. Sets up 3rd and 5.
A very, very important and big 3rd down and 5 play coming up here.
3rd and 5 from the 31. Actually, from the 30, beg your pardon. They need to get to the 35 for a first down. 3:18 left to go in the fourth quarter. If Argyle gets this first down here, they will definitely force Colleyville Heritage to use a timeout. Guest from the shotgun takes the snap. They give it to Stewart, swallowed up in the backfield, and that's Cole with a big tackle for loss. 4th down coming up here, and the punt team comes out for Argyle.
Wow, so job number 1 for Colleyville taken care of. They got the stop. Now with just over 2 minutes left.
It's their first time out.
Well, they take their first time out already, so they don't want to bleed any more time off the clock than they need to with this punt.
Well, still a very smart move for Colleyville Heritage to use that timeout right there, because they will get the ball back, and you figure a few seconds lost off the clock from the punt. So you're figuring maybe about 2:45 or so, they'll probably get the ball back. And with 2 timeouts, depending on where they get the ball, that's going to be plenty of time.
They relinquished the lead that they had going into halftime early in that 3rd quarter with the turnover. Argyle gets the touchdown. So they've been behind this entire half, and now they're going to have an opportunity here to take the lead back with very, very little time left if they can get their offense to continue to move the way they have here in the fourth quarter. Talk about grit.
Absolutely was. 4th and 5 from the 30. The snap goes to Jackson Green. He's going to punt this one away. Makes a fair catch, and it's to the 41-yard line. And that's Bryson Burgess on the punt return. And so Colleyville Heritage, in a back-and-forth one tonight here in Denton, they have a chance to retake the lead here and potentially leave very little time for Argyle to respond.
And here we go. Everyone out there remembers Tom Brady at the end of games was always getting his team into field goal range or touchdown to win the game at the end. This is a Brady moment for Ulrich. 2:46. Can he move to the next round?
Ulrich from the shotgun, looks to his left, blew it on the screen pass, cuts inside to the 44, and he's not going to get much more than that. Gregory was there on the tackle, 3-yard gain.
And that's okay. You're staying ahead of the chains with some just over 3 yards there on the first play, so 2nd and not too long, but that clock is moving.
2nd and 7 here, 2:21 left in the fourth quarter. Ulrich with the snap, looks down the field, rolls out to his right. Still trying to keep that play alive. That throws it to the far sideline, and Blewett had it for a moment, but the flags come in towards the end. Luke Lane there on the coverage, but they will get him for pass interference. That is a big, big penalty.
Well, I don't know. It looked like he knocked the ball out just at the last second. Unless they're saying that he didn't get his head turned around, which is possible.
Well, they are discussing it right now on the far sideline out.
He's asking, what did I do, ref? What can I do any better?
Interference. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's an automatic first down.
The Argyle fans certainly don't like that. That's a big call at that moment. I don't know if I agree with that.
That's a big chunk of yards there, and now Colleyville Heritage in Argyle territory at the 41-yard line. 2:09 left in this fourth quarter. Ulrich with the snap from shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right. The pressure comes in. He rolls to his left to escape it. To the far sideline, gets out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Actually going to mark him out at the 37, so after all that, a 4-yard gain.
Argyle's doing such a good job on the back end that it's nowhere for Ulrich to go with the ball. The only thing he can do is use his legs. On the play prior to this, they did a really good job of spying him and keeping everybody in lanes. That time, the defense gets out of their lanes, and Ulrich is going to make you pay each and every time you do that.
Clock stopped with 2:01 left to go in this fourth quarter. 3 wide receivers to Ulrich's right. Takes the snap from the left hash, looks to his right, and has a man there. That's Golden. Makes a cut and gets to the 32-yard line before he is gang tackled there. Nathaniel Bruce was there on the coverage, but it's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up here.
And now it's Colleyville that has to think about, hey, let's see if we can hold the ball for the last minute and 40 seconds and get a score without any time left. Not a field goal. You don't want to go into overtime here tonight. You want to end this game right here, right now.
3rd and 1 for the Argyle 32. Ulrich designed run up the middle, gets to the 26-yard line. First down, Colleyville Heritage.
And there's Ulrich again. Of course, we know it's going to be either his arm or his feet. I mean, he's done everything for Colleyville here tonight.
Well, Zuckert already has 1 field goal, and they are well within his range here. He does have a long of 43, so even if they don't make any more progress, this could be enough here. But Colleyville Heritage sniffing that end zone. 1st and 10. Ulrich to the left side, spins around, gets to the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
And that's been about their favorite play here tonight. They've run it about 13, 15 times. I might be exaggerating just a bit, but, I mean, they love that little quarterback sprint draw for sure.
So 4 receivers out, 2nd and 5, going for the end zone for Blewett, makes the catch! It's a touchdown for Colleyville Heritage!
Wow, and he had one-on-one again because you know what? Argyle is trusting Luke Lane, and why not? Luke's been playing fantastic tonight. He didn't do a bad job there. That was just a heck of a catch by Blewett on a perfect throw from Ulrich.
Colleyville Heritage takes the lead with 41 seconds to go. Zuckert is out for the extra point. There's the kick on the way. It is good. 38-34 with 41 seconds left. Boy, this has been quite the finish here in Denton.
Take your breath away. And Ulrich there with his Brady moment confirmed. He's 40 seconds away from having that moment in his back pocket for the rest of his life. Because you know what? This kid has done it all tonight. They could make a movie on his performance alone, and that's not taking away from anything Argyle's done because they've been just as amazing, but they may run out of time.
Well, they do have 41 seconds, and they do have 2 timeouts. So this game is far from over, but what Colleyville Heritage has done by getting that ball into the end zone, it is touchdown or bust for the Argyle Eagles now.
It sure is, and I'll tell you what. I'm going to say it again. Do not kick to number 8 if you don't want a chance to lose this football game because he has already shown that he can take this ball all the way. He's been so close a few times here tonight, so don't kick it to Bruce if you're Colleyville.
Which way will Landon Dressel kick this one?
I'm gonna make a prediction that this ball goes to the left side of the football field.
Yeah, that might be a pretty good prediction. Dressel on the kick, sends it to the left side. Sheshiak is there at the 6, and he brings it up the field. He has a lane, makes a cut to the 30, and he is wrapped up at the 32-yard line.
That looked exciting for a second. He certainly had a lane.
Yes, it did. Goodness gracious. Woo! What a tackle there by Bryson Burgess there on defense, or on special teams, rather. And now, does Argyle have a response in them? Oh!
5 yards is added to the end of the run. First down.
You certainly don't have the time to re-kick that. So
no.
that really doesn't hurt you. It's just 5 yards. I think they might have taken a re-kick had there been more time on the clock, but with 34 seconds, 32 seconds, there's not enough time to re-kick this football. So now, well, I don't know. What's in the playbook to go 38 yards in 32 seconds? We saw Colleyville do it right before half to get a field goal.
That's right.
But this is something else, and now this is a Brady moment.
Jesperson and the shotgun. Play action. Looks to his left. Sheshiak makes the
Gotta
catch.
get out of bounds.
And he does get out
Good
of
job.
bounds in Colleyville Heritage territory. Gets to the 47-yard line.
Can we see
15
the most
yards.
improbable finish of the day in Texas high school football playoffs?
15-yard completion. Clock stop with 26 seconds left. 3 wide receivers out for Argyle. Jesperson. Play action again. To the left side. Sheshiak cannot make the leaping catch. West was there on the coverage. If Sheshiak even came down with that one, West would have tackled him inbounds, and that would have been a problem.
I'll tell you what, we've run this little hitch, this little, kind of slant kind of look a couple of times. Where are we going with the pump? We still got man-to-man coverage down here. You do have a little bit of a safety help over the top, but go ahead and give a pump, and let's see if we can get down the field here.
Jesperson with the snap. Looks to his left. Sheshiak fell down on the route. It's incomplete. West was there on the coverage. And third down coming up here for Argyle.
And Sheshiak looks like there's something not right with him physically. He kind of stumbled. He had a hard time getting up, by the way. Maybe they're not going to – he's like, nope, stay off the field. They're looking to bring a guy in for him. He's waving him off, so maybe we're not going to see the pump. Maybe there's something wrong with him on this side. How about the other side? We need to go down the field. These 5-yard passes are not going to get it done at this point of the game.
The middle of the field is still an option here for Argyle. They've got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Jesperson with the shotgun snap. Goes over the middle, and it was nearly picked off there by Colleyville Heritage. Ty Golden was the nearest man on either side of that play. It is now 4th down, and this could be the ball game.
This is the game. Argyle has really – you looked at the earlier part of the game when they were having success. It was with those screen passes. You're not going to throw a screen pass with 13 seconds left. And now we know why they threw so many screens. They're having a little bit of a hard time pushing the ball downfield with the passing game.
Timeout called by Argyle. They have 1 remaining. 13 seconds left in this one from C.H. Collins Stadium in Denton. What a game we've had here on the NFHS Network tonight. Philip Kern alongside my broadcast partner, Tim Smith. And also want to give a thank you to the crew that's helped make this video feed possible here on the NFHS Network. Just to give them some credit here for the work they've done. They've done some fantastic work tonight. Technical Director, Mr. Zane Accord. First camera person, Tiffany Tover. Adrian Lara also on camera. Walter Trevino and Chloe Kloiber doing the replay for us tonight. Fourth and 10.
Well, this is it now. Don't leave anything in the bucket, right? I mean,
That's right.
Last game of the season. Don't hold anything back.
Thank you, Dan Fouts. 4th and 10 from the 47. This could be the season for Argyle or for Colleyville Heritage. And we have another timeout here for.
Their second timeout of the half.
Oh, Colleyville Heritage now uses a timeout.
I don't know why they used the timeout, but they did. Again, seeing how they're going to line up.
Also, one more person to thank here on the student crew, Gage Wilhite. Also at the controls here to help bring you this game here on the NFHS Network. But a fine production here, mostly student run too, which is very impressive.
Way to go, Gage.
That's right.
Congratulations.
And so both teams have used one timeout here in this 4th quarter. 4th and 10 from the 47. Both teams' fans are on their feet. Not a soul sitting down.
I've got
on
goosebumps.
this one here.
I'm ready to go. I've got goosebumps. Nobody can call the timeout now. We're actually going to see the play.
Whose season will end tonight? This 4th down play will tell us a lot. Jesperson, shotgun snap, sets up in the pocket, scrambles, he keeps his footing, has to get rid of it, it's incomplete! That's a 4th down turnover, and Colleyville Heritage is going to move on to the next round.
Fantastic finish. You hate to see the game end like that. if you are Argyle, because it's just on a little quarterback scramble situation. He can't get rid of the ball. He does his best. This is great effort on both sides. Nobody should hang their head here tonight because both teams left it all out on the field. Congratulations to Colleyville, though, for getting it done. Even when they were down the entire second half, they come out, they fumble, they give up the touchdown. They were losing this entire game until Ulrich gets them over the top.
The flag is for intentional grounding on Gasperson. That's merely a formality at this point.
6, Colleyville Heritage.
Oh.
15-yard penalty, first down.
Oh, hold on
wait a minute.
Here. Oh, so the celebration may be a little premature. Argyle's got one more. Oh, first down for Colleyville Heritage. Okay.
Well, that changed the entire emotion down there. Hey, Ref, we need you to be a little bit more distinct, Mr. Referee, because you got a lot of people very, very excited.
And Colleyville Heritage will just take a knee here. 7 seconds left in regulation. And there is the knee from Ulrich. We have some tempers flaring here on the line of scrimmage. This has been a very intense game.
No, don't soil this great game by doing this at the end now.
And the clock has just reached 0. And Colleyville Heritage will escape Denton with a victory. A final of 38-34 over the Argyle Eagles. And my goodness, what a game this was here on the NFHS Network. You couldn't have asked for a better regional semifinal even if you tried. And so Colleyville Heritage will move on and they will play the winner of Frisco Emerson and Wichita Falls Rider to go to the state semifinals. And boy, I'll tell you what, Colleyville Heritage with a dual threat quarterback like Luke Ulrich. Goodness, if he has another game like that, I mean, Colleyville Heritage could make this run even deeper.
Ulrich was simply incredible tonight. He was doing everything, his legs, his arms. He was the heartbeat of this offense. The defense made stops when they needed to. Considering these two teams had almost 1,000 yards combined a week ago, I mean, you got to love to see the defense, the grit from the defenses to here tonight on both sides. But I'll tell you, Colleyville got it done when they needed to, and hats off to them. Both teams, again, no heads hung tonight. Both teams left it all out on the field, have a lot to be proud of. Congratulations to Colleyville for moving on, and that's hard for me to say from the Grapevine crew.